Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a new weekly review. I took two trades this week, and I will talk you through them. Euro, US dollar. On the monthly, we had a break of these highs, and we received a retest. So my monthly bias was long until at least these highs over here. If I go to the weekly, I can see where the rejection over here, but after bulls kicked in again. Then we had this bullish M on the 100 pip. Take my fib from the high to the low and place my weekly TP over here. Then if I go to the daily, I needed a fib completion. I take this low to this high. We had a tap of the -27. Then what can I see on the daily as well? We are still bullish. On the 4-hour, we had this impulse, correction with the trend, and after the tap of this zone, bulls were kicking in. So I placed my limit on this IC. We had bullish M, or inverse head and shoulder with break. Stop loss. And from there on, in the trade and out of the trade. A -1. After this trade, I was still interested in pound US dollar, but it didn't give me an entry after this. The other trade that I took was pound US dollar. On the monthly, we had a tap of these highs, and from there on, bears were kicking in. So my bias was short until the first weekly structure. And on the weekly, we have this impulse, correction, impulse, and this A, B, C correction together with this bullish M. Take my fib, the high to the low. My fib completion is on the -27. And replace my zone on first structure. And because we are on the first structure, what do I need to take the trade? I do need a strong buying zone. And if I go down with my zone, and where we have tapped with this wick, I can see a nice impulse from here. Price comes back, bigger impulse. Over here we break above, and we have another impulse. If I go even more to the past, push above the zone, impulse, and a bigger impulse. Here as well, we have buyers. So, for me, strong enough of a zone to take the trade. Then, when I go to the daily, to take my fib for a potential fib completion, but we don't have one yet. On the 4-hour, I was just waiting for this shift of momentum. We had the impulse, the IC, and price turn around impulsively. From there on, I could take my long position, round it off, plus 5 pips. And if I go to the first daily structure, this was my risk to reward. But as you know, I always take the leg that comes to my zone, and from there on, the first structure. What happened after? In the first 4-hour, trade went through my stop loss, and I took a -1. After this, we received a new opportunity in pound US dollar, but there was US dollar news on Friday, so I did not take this trade. And I preferred pound CAD. If we go to the monthly, we tap these lows, this big buying zone. And as I can see in the past, we have some nice impulses from this zone as well. You can see that's a bit choppy, but for me, the most important thing is that we have a strong buying zone. And then if I go to the weekly, I can see a shoulder 1, the head, shoulder 2, and big impulses from this zone again. On the daily, I do have this minus 27 fit completion as an extra confirmation. Place my daily first structure. And on the 4-hour, we received this impulse, correction with the trend, and from there on, bulls were kicking in impulsively. You go to the 2-hour. I see this, I see. Place my limit. Top. Goes to 50. And from there on, I just had to wait for price to come back, but price left without me. Price is coming back, but I want to be in the first liquidity, so I removed my limit. As you can see, not the best week, -2, but I would take both of these trades 10 out of 10 times. So let's focus on the upcoming week. I will see you guys tomorrow on the Sunday market breakdown, and enjoy your weekend.